6 or 7 years ago, we were on our way to the ASA, and he looked at me in the car and was like, I think I want to start my own archery organization. And I was like, what? You know, I thought he was crazy.
Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery out here at the OPA Summit Invitational. Competition has started today. Archers are making their way on the course. You can see some walking behind me. It's a little chilly and it's kind of windy this morning. That's going to obviously have some effect on the archers. Levi, out here, you've seen some of the early shooters this morning. What are you seeing?
I've seen the wind affecting a lot of people. You know, it's blowing up here. It's making it real tough for people to aim precise. I think they're taking their tens on these open targets and hoping to get some points in the woods. From what I'm seeing, a couple people come through here and hit some bonus rings. So, I mean, if you get some bonus rings out in the open in this wind, you're ahead of the game for sure.
You mentioned that you put out every one of these targets, and so which ones do you think are going to give people difficulties?
I think the treehouse shot, probably one of the most difficult. There's a 12-yarder out here at a 29-degree down angle, I think.
Yeah. What about the treehouse shot is particularly tricky?
Well, it's 63 yards at about a 12-degree down angle, but it's a doll sheep. So, I mean, the rings are tiny, and it's a white target, hard to aim at. In this wind, today is going to be probably the toughest target on the range, I'd say.
We're going to jump back over to the East Range. We're going to check in on the Lancaster Archery team that's shooting in the Manufacturers Bowl. So we're down here in the woods, out of the wind finally. It's not blowing anywhere near as bad down here. And we're following a group of archers behind us. It turns out the OPA tournament is not exclusively for the best pros in the world. Levi also created what's called the Manufacturers Bowl, and the vendors who are here have been able to enter 5-man teams into a little friendly competition. They call it the Manufacturers Bowl. It's for bragging rights. And so, of course, Lancaster Archery Supply, we have a team out here. So we're following some of the guys who are shooting right now. We've got Justice Leimbach, Dan Schuler, and Eric C., three of our tech experts. Of course, we have the trailer up in the vendor area, so we're still manning that. So this is only part of the team down here, but we're going to see how they're faring on this course. So, Eric, it seems to be going rough today.
A little bit.
What seems to be the issue?
Yeah, this is a mental game more than anything. Used to playing football, high energy sports, and this is quite the opposite.
So, Dan Schuler, first question we would have is, do you wish you had your recurve bow right now?
Yes, at times I do wish I had my recurve.
Justice Leimbach now, Manufacturers Bowl on the line. Justice, how many times have you pulled the 14 card today?
Just one. Just once.
And did you hit it?
I did. I got lucky and hit it.
And customer service rep, what advice would you be giving yourself on the phone? I'm calling in, I'm Dan Schuler. I'm like, hey man, help me out at this tournament.
Make strong shots, keep your focus, and keep staring at the middle.
So your teammates call you up on the customer service line. What advice would you give Eric C. and Dan Schuler?
Get out of your head and make strong shots.
If you could go up and grab something off the trailer, what would you get?
I don't know, I'm going to find it there. Maybe a water. Water would probably help right now. Help cool me down.
Yeah, so you go up to the trailer and you need one piece of equipment. What would you grab? And don't say a bottle of water.
Finger tab.
Oh, yeah. How many times have you Snapchatted today?
How many times have I Snapchatted today? I don't know. It's about to be one. Time out. You want to get a selfie?
We're going to do a Snapchat live on the camera.
There's one.
PSE Pro Chris Perkins just finished his round. And Chris, tell us what you thought about the course. What'd you think?
I mean, I absolutely loved it. It was definitely challenging, like I said to you. I mean, there was no target where you could, you say you go to the next one, you had a close one, you can get, get some points back if you lost some. So
now, for ASA, you shoot the known 50 class. Is this like that, or the distances obviously are a lot farther because you're not at a 50-yard max? How does that compare?
I mean, it's kind of the same because, I mean, you have that lower 12. It's not like you're shooting an IBO where it's centered. I mean, you have a lot of 10 around it.
Yeah.
In this case, I mean, the only way you could really miss is if you're going to miss it high or miss it to the right.
Steve, you just finished shooting. What can you tell us about the course?
I liked it more than ASA. You know, it's like having a great reference arrow in the middle of the 12 the whole time. So that was cool. A little longer, which is maybe it suits me a little better, and some angles, which I like in there too. You know, I'm a field shooter at heart, and it was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed it.
Wind, did that affect you at all?
Maybe on the long ones. There again, I kind of played it safe on the long ones and just shot center 10. Same with the moose and the elk, center 10 on those. I don't know. I didn't really feel like I was comfortable in going for it, especially when you can kind of cut it loose and maybe catch with a gust of wind.
The wind played a little bit of a challenge. You couldn't go for a lot of the shots you might have wanted to. I only pulled the 14 card out twice and got both those. So that was good. But I wasn't about to pull it on like a 35-yard plus animal. No 40-yard deer. Whereas I think tomorrow, if there's less wind, that'll come into play as guys are trying to make a move towards the podium.
It's kind of a strategy game. I mean, and especially here with, your max isn't 50 yards, so you kind of need to know your comfort range for shooting this.
So it was I think it was a day of caution for a lot of guys. You're going to lay up here. You're not going to be, you're not going to be trying to make eagle per se. Birdies are great. Birdies are really good today, and pars were okay.
All right, Chris, tell us about your group photo on the last target.
We kind of had a strategy game on number 19 here, and we had a bit of fun with it. So we'll see. I said, if anything, we'll make $100 on that. So we'll see what happens. But I climbed the tree down there. Hopefully it didn't break, so it was good. So, but it was a lot of fun. We had fun with it.
How did you shoot? What did you end up with?
I was 216, so 16 up. Dave Cousins and I were both finished there. We were on the same target. Nice. Yeah, it'll probably be a decent score. I don't think it'll be leading the pack, but it's within reach.
Right. Gotcha. Well, thanks, Steve. Good luck to you tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain too bad.
Thanks, Lancaster.
Day one of competition at the OPA is a wrap. What we've got, Chance Beaubuff leading the men's, 26 up. Paige Gore is your women's leader at 18 up, and Alan Connors, the senior leader, at 14 up. So that's some incredible shooting despite the wind, despite the angles. Some archers found a way to be successful. Tomorrow what we're going to do, first off, we're supposed to get some rain, so it's going to be different weather conditions. But tomorrow, we're going to focus more on the women and senior class, since today we followed the men's expert. So come on back and join us. This is really distracting.